This is a short extended from our 1-minute short on the ability to bring out the best in others is what leaders do. You can go ahead and watch that one if you want, 1 minute of your time, and then these are going to be about 3 minutes. And that way I don't have to repeat myself. And here's where Sadhguru gave me the idea of the title, because his quote for today is, "It is the ability to bring out the best in others that makes you a leader." However, as Robert Sapolsky with Determined points out, I haven't read it all yet, but he knows all about your frontal cortex is the part of your brain that is the freest from genetic influences, because it is still being sculpted by environment and experience a quarter century after you plopped out of the womb, is what he's saying out there. And he says, whereas most of the rest of your brain is sculpted by 2 to 3 years worth of experience. And he says, wow, we evolved our genes, or our genes evolved, we evolved, and our genes evolved to free our frontal cortex from strict genetic determinism and to make it much more sculpted by environmental determinism. And that is in an interview he's having. So Robert Sapolsky, I haven't read the book, but I understand his word determined, which is why leaders, I found out that there's leaders for pause self people, shamans. Again, I'm mystic, woo-woo. Pseudoscience is what those who don't believe in mystics call us, but also because self-help and personal development is what people don't do once they become about life now after they've done EMDR, child parts work, and somatics. So seeing that makes me aware as a mentor, content creator, and podcast host that I'm here to say you can tap into your infinite higher human conscious potential. Yes, and so my mission is to inspire that through sharing stories, my life, as you will notice, and that's because I'm a person who's non-traumatized. That's because I can self-regulate Maria's nervous system. I'm securely attached because I have a higher self. My child parts don't get into fights within my head. I have an inner growth mindset. They don't get into fights with outside of my head. I am self-aware, accountable, regulating in my restorative embodiment. So I'm the proof, but you can't prove the body or the brain stuff. Integrated brain. I can talk about it though, because I'm attachment trauma informed, which is what we're going to do. And we're also going to integrate some channel guidance, food for thought for the 5D mystic, spiritual, mindfully living and loving collective that gets together at IHP, because we do love how to be anchored in our ventral energy. We love eustress, because distress withers away at your body like the seaweed from Ursula's little, seaweed castle. And we have all our child parts whole, and we have a good time with our expanding counterparts. And that's why we have healthy self-worth relationships. We're not worried about unfaithfulness, because 1, we have different dynamics out there, and 2, we don't lie to each other because we don't need to real to make us fierce lovers. We're fierce lovers because we have self-agency. So join us here at IHP and have a great one.